Yes. Okay, so we are going to merge or join two effects together. I'll take a simple one, baseball cap. You can search here, search for template. You just search for baseball, or here it's already listing the baseball cap. Okay, it's the easiest. Level 1. So the baseball cap is using head tracking. It plays the baseball cap, which is customizable in terms of the material, onto your head. So if you wish to change the shape, you have to play around with the 3D mesh. You can modify or replace the 3D mesh to change the cap shape. Okay, by referring to some online tutorial, maybe there are some other method on how you can join or combine two templates together. Okay, some of the technique may be the same as what I'm going to show today. Quite slow. So those who just joined the session, make sure you have the latest Spark AR. Yeah? So after I'm done with Lens Studio, I will continue with Spark AR. Okay, so the baseball cap is simple. We are going to join this with another effect. So if you run it and view it in the previewer, uh, you can customize the cap by looking at the inspector. Okay, so if you want to show yourself, it's this one, webcam preview, then you see yourself. Okay, the baseball cap, you can customize it under the inspector. Okay, change the color, change the pattern, change the material, it's all here. Okay, so the current, you can close the map. If you're not using the map, you can close the map. Okay, so if you look at the inspector for baseball cap, you see here, baseball cap controller, the primary color, secondary color can be customized. Yeah. What else? The face paint, if you don't like the face paint configuration, you can change it here as well. Okay, so if I want to combine this cap, with another effect, what I can do is we can export and import it again. Okay, so you can do this one by one. One by one means you look here. There are three things that you need to export. Okay, the first is camera. Under the camera, there's a lot of things. That's why we need to export it. So you can do like this: right click and then export once. Then lighting, if you want to do you want to use the same lighting, you export this one, two, and the last one, the controller, you need to export. Okay, so all the object you need to export one by one. Or another way is we can combine all this together into one single object and then export it, and then we open a template and we import it. Okay, so to combine all of this together, camera, lighting, and the controller, all you have to do is plus a new scene object. Okay, and then you put everything under this new scene object. Then export the scene object. Okay, so I rename this as baseball cap or anything related. Okay, then I will put all these three elements, camera, lighting, and baseball cap. Use the shift and click, yeah. So shift click, you can select all three, shift and click. And then pull this to the baseball object. So now everything is under baseball. Okay, to make sure if you expand, collapse, only baseball will appear. So under baseball is all the element that we have previously. Previously, everything was outside. Now everything is inside the baseball element or baseball object. Okay, so make sure that the effect is still working after you change the position. Make sure it is still working. Otherwise, it's no point you export it because you already spoiled the effect. So to make sure that it's still working, you can try to change the color or logo size. Primary cap color, change to something else. Okay, so it still work. Now confirm it's still working after you change the position. Now you export this item, right click and then export. Okay, we want to join or merge this effect with another template. So I put it in specific folder and cap. I have cap before. Okay, so I name it as cap, or you can put baseball cap. And the extension is Lens Studio Object Save. Okay. So now we can merge or join it with another effect. So I'm done with this. I will try to combine it with another effect. So we close to home and you can save or discard or cancel. Okay, because our assignment need us to combine with two effects. Okay, I will try to combine it with this one, behavior. So you need to combine with something else. If the previous effect is on face tracking or head tracking, uh, try to combine it with something that has interactivity or this one twinning also can. Okay, or hand interaction if possible. Not all will be easily combined. Okay, not all. Some will work, some will partially or not fully working. Maybe you have to make some adjustments. I forgot one more step. Before you open the new template, now I already opened the new template. Before you open, actually you need to screen capture the structure of the object. Yeah, I missed one step. Let me show you that I already screen capture my structure. Okay, the structure of the object means within every object, what are the sub-object, the arrangement of the object. Okay, we would like to use it as reference. Slow. Okay, before you open another template, you should screenshot your structure. So structure means this, yeah. So I have screenshot the template that I wish to import so that I know this is a JPEG, yeah. So before you open another template that you want to import to, it's good thing that you have a screenshot because Lens Studios does not allow you to open two Lens Studio at the same time. only one at the time. That's the case in my Windows. I'm not sure whether your Windows allow you to open two Lens Studio, but in my case, Windows only allow me to open one Lens Studio file. If I want to open another one, it will close the current one and open the next one. Okay, so you need to have a reference on the arrangement of the structure, so that if anything goes wrong, all you have to do is make sure that you rearrange the structure so it is similar to the original. So let's say this is the original. Let's say this is not the original one. This one is taken from the team celebration effect. So in the team celebration, I have made a screenshot, and then I will refer to this. If anything goes wrong, I just need to rearrange the structure so that it is similar to this. Okay, especially the effect must be under camera. The team celebration, for example, is under the root. Okay, that's my reference. Okay, so the baseball one, the structure is slightly different. Here is the effect where if you click, it will change your head attachment, and it has some animation at the back. Okay, so to import your object from the baseball effect, make sure in the source here, sorry, in the object panel, you select the empty background, the empty part. If you select something here, for example, it will be added to that particular element only. We don't want it to be imported to any element. We want it to be outside first. Okay. So to make sure that the element is imported to the root, you click empty spaces here. Make a right click and then import. Yeah. Okay, then find the file that you have exported, which is mine is the cap LSO, and then open. Okay, so it will be imported slowly. It's not instantly import. It will take some time. Yeah. Okay, if it's successfully imported, you see your baseball cap combined with this current effect. And if you look at your object now, baseball appear here. Okay, and now we have two camera, one under baseball, one under camera. So if some of the effect is not working, all you have to do is drag and drop. Let's say it doesn't work, you have to remove the camera, one of it. Usually we remove this one, the one inside the nested baseball. Okay, so you remove this by show you a demonstration. So face retouch, effect, and head is all under camera. So all I have to do is select these three element or maybe four element and put it under the original camera of this template. Yeah. So all I have to do is select head, select effect, select retouch, and then move it under this camera. Example, yeah. Example, if it doesn't work. If it's work, then you just leave it as it is. If it doesn't work, okay, so you move it under the main camera. So this sub camera you can delete because both are camera. So there's no point of having two camera in the same file. Yeah. This baseball script originally it was in the root level, so I drag it to the root level. I drag outside. Okay, I can delete this camera, or I can disable it. Okay, one of the problem that when you combine two or more effect, your eyes will become like this. Okay, this one, the advice given is if you refer to any Google search, why your eyes become like that, it says that it have been caused by multiple face retouching. So find where you can disable the retouch. Okay, so here, if you disable one of the face retouch, okay, your eyes will be slightly better, but still there are some flickering. So if there are too many face retouching overlapping with each other, this is what happened. Too many retouching will cause your eyes flickering. Okay, so locate where you can remove some of the retouch. Try to disable it first, edit again, and see any differences. Okay, now your cap is overlapping with the headgear from the previous effect. So maybe you can relocate the headgear so it is not overlapping, or you replace, because in the assignment you need to replace all the visuals so it doesn't look like the one shown here. Okay, so that's generally how you can combine two effects together. We have successfully joined two effects together. Now you replace all the visual element. This cap replaced with another cap. These animals you replace with other animals. And the animation you replace with some kind of other animation. And the face paint, of course, this paint, replace it. Okay, so this is how you demonstrate. You record here. What's the recording button? Here. Okay, so once you want to submit your work, you can click here and say, okay, this is a combination of the baseball cap and the interactive template, for example. And then finish, and then you can submit your video, and don't forget to publish. File, publish, lens. Of course, this is not the final result. The final result should be all the visual element must be yours. Okay, the main idea is try to combine two templates together. Okay, to know whether your template is suitable or not to be joined together, you have to try and error. Not all is a good combination. Some doesn't work, some will work. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, for last week, I've mentioned about the keyword detection. If you remember, we'll try to combine that. We'll try to combine the baseball with the keyword detection. And see that it will probably not work. I haven't really recall whether this one work or not. Okay, so before we choose, we have a lot of options, but I like to try this one since it's really interesting because we can add our own keyword. So now if you say the word, for example, you want to promote MMU, you can add the keyword multimedia university if it's a recognized word. I haven't tried. For acronym, whether it is recognized or not, I haven't tried. Let's try FCM, whether it's a recognized word or not. It's still loading. While it is loading, a reminder, install Meta Spark Studio. Make sure you have access to your previous dashboard, Spark dashboard. If it's the first time you want to publish, you have to register yourself as a Spark developer. Maybe one of the steps when you while waiting for me to open this template. Okay, you can try to publish and see whether you can access your old Spark dashboard. Okay, so finally it opened. So this one, as I've mentioned, you need to choose only one of it, either transcription or keyword detection. You cannot run both. Okay, you go to panel, preview. Okay, now when you open it for the first time, it is doing the transcription. Mine doesn't say, mine doesn't transcribing, nothing happened. Testing. Okay, I forgot to switch on the mic. Okay, this mic should be enabled. Can you activate the mic? Okay, now it will display the word that you say one by one. FCM. Okay, it can transcribe. Okay, let's disable the transcription because only one of it will work, either the transcription or keyword detection. You can't activate both at the same time for this question. Okay, disable the transcription, untick this. Can you see what I'm doing? Too small. This one, untick, transcription, untick, deactivate it, keyword, activate. Okay. Okay, so now if you say hungry, it's supposed to show something. Yeah? Hungry. Okay, if it doesn't work, you need to reload the lens. The reload button is here. Reset preview. Hungry. Okay, so tomato. Okay, so now I want to use the keyword like FCM or FOM. Let's try to add the keyword. So under keyword detection, expand this. Okay, the word soup. Okay, soup I will replace with FCM. Cookie will not replace. I will add first. Soup. Okay, soup. Right. Click the word soup. Then here under the word soup, you can add a new value. Let's try. Can we actually use the word FCM? Add value. Okay, FCM. Nope, it doesn't work. Faculty of. For your information, you can use multiple words, more than one word. But this one take patience because you have to pronounce all the three words correctly compared to this one. Soup, easy, right? Soup. Soup. Faculty of Creative. My God, too long. So to be safe, choose a word that is short and recognizable. FCM doesn't work. Faculty of Creative is too long. So try to be creative lah on how to promote MMU. Try to do simple thing like join or enroll or something. Looks like acronym doesn't work. FCM. FCM. It doesn't like FCM. How about FOM? This one probably becomes FOM. Well, or I will try to put FCM separately. FCM. Nothing. Okay. Ignore this one. Okay, so if you are doing World Cup, select your favorite team, Argentina. Okay, if nothing appear for such a long time, you have to reset your lens, yeah? Cookie, soup, Argentina. Okay, so it worked. FCM. It doesn't like acronym, so we can scrap the FCM idea. You need to use a simple word. Okay, so acronym is not supported. All right, so to relate it to your content, probably you need to figure out where to change the animation. The animation for the food is here under food VFX. Okay, can you see where I'm clicking? It's under keyword detection, head binding, food VFX. All the animation that you see is either the Bitmoji or food VFX. So food VFX, if you want to replace it with the flag of the country, it's here, yeah. Argentina is not sure whether value 1 or value 2. Soup is maybe value 0. Okay, so select the food VFX. The current images that you see is all this food pack 0, food pack 1, food pack 2. Let me replace this one. Replace it with a picture of the flag or the team or the logo of the team or the jersey. Okay, Brazil. I only have Brazil. I haven't downloaded. There's no Argentina here. Okay. Argentina. Argentina. Okay, so Brazil flag will appear because I don't have Argentina flag. Okay, so that's how you customize the animation for the Hungary. This animation you can replace one by one. Even the shape can be specified. The shape is currently following the shape of the food. So you can easily replace this. For example, you want to change the cookie. You search for cookie and there are two things you need to replace. One is the shape or the 3D mesh. Currently, this is the 3D mesh for cookie. So you replace it with suitable shape. And the material, you change it to, currently the material is this one. You change it to the flag, then it will work. Okay, so the shape of the 3D, okay, this is the 3D mesh. Change it to a suitable mesh. Replace this with another shape. Okay, now we try to combine it with the baseball cap. Whether it's working or not, probably some will work. As I mentioned before I import this, some will work, some will not work. Okay. Uh, Make sure same step, don't select anything, click on the empty spot and then import object, import the baseball. Cap LSO. Wait for a few seconds. If the cap is appearing, then that's great. But now we have two head binding. One is the cap, one is the menu. Cap, please. Okay. Now let's try Hungary. Hungary, Hungary. Reset your lens. Okay, Hungary, it still work. Hungary. 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 Okay. Argentina. Okay, another spot where you have to look at is the logger. If the logger shows something like now the logger is processing my speech. So every time I talk, it will try to process my input. So the logger will keep on tracking what is happening between the input and the scripts. Okay. So if anything goes wrong, you'll get either yellow or red. If it's red, then your script will not work. If it's yellow, maybe just a warning, but red means not working. Okay, so logger, yeah, if your logger is not visible, it's under window panel and then logger. So if your script is not working, you look at the log, what is causing the problem. So example here is yellow, shadow. Okay, there's problem with shadow. So you try to figure out where's the problem. It's not really helpful. It's just a general message saying it's not working. Saying hungry many times makes me feel hungry. Okay, so probably I need a break before I teach the other one. So once you are done, you can record and export. So before you export, make sure all the visual are yours, all the rotating object. You can make it rotating, but change all the visual, all the cookie salad and all the food, you replace it with something else related to MMU or your product. Okay, so I think now it's better because we can add our own keywords. Malay word maybe Malaysia. Nice. You can add, you can try in whether Malaysia is a recognized word. Anything in the chat? Okay, what else? There's a lot of tiny things that you need to explore in Lens Studio, especially asset library, which is a lot of new stuff, yeah, in asset library, which I don't have time to cover everything. There's too many new featured asset here. Okay, if you're not sure what it is doing, okay, before you, I'm here, yeah, in the asset library. Click here, asset library. So previously we used the cute cartoon, what else? All the cartoon effect, comic style we have tried. So if you're not sure what is it doing, you click, sorry, you point at the eye, yeah? Eye. Okay, so it will show you some of the description. Or if you click eye, it will tell you what it's supposed to do. Okay, I allow you to create and erase procedural mesh in runtime. Okay, so there's so many items here. Okay, one more new thing is what is it? In the new version, we can export our content. Let's say your project is larger than 10 meg. Okay, if it's larger than 10 meg, what you can do is you can export some of your content to the cloud. Okay, let me try first. So previously you are limited to 10 meg, but now if you have large element, probably 3D. Let me try to import something large. Okay, this one large. Anything interesting here? More food pack. This one. Medieval pack. Okay. Let's say you have imported large items. Now it's downloading probably. Okay, so it's downloading. One of the feature of the new Lens Studio is you can actually put some of your items or objects to the cloud. Okay, so before you before you publish your content, if it already exceeded the maximum, you can export it to the cloud. Yeah. Wait now, very slow. Okay, the name of this feature is remote asset. Since it's very slow, I just go straight to the topic that I want to cover. Remote asset. Quite slow, eh? Soon I need to restart. Okay, so this topic, yeah, remote asset. So if your filter or lens exceeded the maximum, okay, you can use this approach, remote asset, yeah. So the idea is it is stored in a remote storage so that it is not published together with your lens. Okay, the previous version, everything must be here is used the bundle together. Every element in your lens, before you can use it, you have to export everything. So if it's exceed the maximum capacity, then you are not allowed to publish it. So the latest version, you can overcome this problem by using the remote asset. Okay, the limit for remote asset is 25 meg per lens. One lens maximum is 25 meg. For each account, here it says organization. I haven't tried this for organization. We have personal account, but I haven't tried this. What is organization? Okay. Not everything can be exported to as a remote asset. These are the supported asset type. Okay. Okay, the supported asset type that you can export to online storage or cloud storage is this one: texture, render mesh, audio track. So usually if you have a high quality sound, probably it will take a few meg. So audio track, except licensed music. So you can put copyrighted music in their storage. You can export prefabs and script assets. Okay, unsupported. So these are the unsupported asset. So not everything can be exported to remote asset. Okay, so this is the solution if your content exceed the limit of 10 meg. Right. Since very slow, I think I can close my Lens Studio now. It's not responding anymore. Okay, so since my Lens Studio is no longer responding, I think it's time for me to take break. Close. Okay, let's have a break for 15 minutes, yeah? While during the break time, please go through some of the latest samples and try to publish first, okay? So that you have your Spark AR account ready. For the first timer, especially for those who already have your Spark account, you can look what happened to your previous Spark. Some of it, some of your previous effect probably now is not running because of some reason. Whenever Spark AR come out with a new version, usually whatever you publish using the previous version will be no longer working. So that's one of the weakness of Spark AR. So let me have a break first. We break for we have break for 10:06. Now it's 10:06 until 10. How many minutes? Maybe just 15 minutes. Okay, 10:20 break. I need to eat something. I mentioned hungry many times. Now I'm hungry. Okay, I will stop the feed. Stop presenting. Stop the recording.